a talented young singer and actress who was first signed under Mary J. Blige's Matriarch Island Def Jam label at the incredible age of 12. Please welcome Caitlin Nicole. And he was first discovered at an open casting during the BET Awards, triple threat actor Jelani Winston. You may know him from hit shows like AMC's Fifth Ward and Blackish, the multi-talented Christopher Jefferson. Our very own classically trained dancer and soul-trained dance coordinator, Iantha Richardson. You may know him from Greenleaf, but you'll get to know him as the shrewd Gerald Ames, Jason Dearden.
Yeah! Oh.
I'm just always happy to see this woman, 9-time Grammy-nominated powerhouse singer and actor, Kelly Price. And finally, our leading man, you may know him as Sean from Power, but he's back from the dead and playing Don Cornelius, Sing Wah Wah. And last but certainly not least, we are so proud to welcome a man who was instrumental in capturing the truth of this story. And we are thankful to him for trusting us with his family's legacy, the son of Don Cornelius, executive producer of American Soul, Mr. Tony Cornelius. So this is a very special project for us, and we are excited to show you and celebrate the legacy of Soul Train. So there are absolutely no cell phones during the screening, but we want you to stay afterwards because we will have a talk back with the cast and our executive producer. And make sure you share that part and the party with your friends and family, and the hashtag is American Soul BET. So please tell your friends and family, and let's take a look at American Soul.
I can only add on to what Sinqua said, and we've been saying it every place we go. First and foremost, thank you for trusting us with telling your dad's story. That says a lot. It was very important to us that you all got it, and it was done integrally, and every single person felt that and wanted to relay the facts with integrity and heart. You're going to learn about him. You're going to learn about his life. I keep saying that because at that time there was no social media. There was no internet. And so there was mystique to celebrity. You knew what you saw just in the public on television. But we had the opportunity through your family's graciousness and the telling of stories. I was absolutely engulfed as I read the scripts to learn the things that I was learning. He was an intellectual. He was ever learning. He always wanted to know more. He was vigilant for his people. He believed in ownership. He believed in having a place where we could be appreciated, celebrated, unapologetically Black, and respected for it.
Just to go along with what they've already said, dreaming ain't pretty. You know what I mean? It's not as
Poses and Sinqua and Kelly, and just to hear their voices and what they've learned as being actors and actresses in this business and where we are today makes me feel extremely proud, you know, because my father, he worked his ass off, you know. And I'm very happy to be here. And I look forward to American Soul being a success story.
Thank you. So, Sinqua, you have a personal connection to the original show. Sorry, thank you, bless you. Thank you, sir. Bless you. You have a personal connection to the original show with your mom.
That's right.
So, can you tell us about that?
A little fun fact that Kelly Price discovered today, my mom was a dancer on Soul Train. So I remember over the years growing up as a kid, you know, she would be in the kitchen dancing and showing off her moves from, you know, the 70s and everything like that, and telling me I didn't know nothing about that. And I was like, Mom, you can't dance. And she was like, well, I was a dancer on Soul Train. What you mean I can't dance? Like I went down the line and I had my moves and I was on TV and she would tell me the whole story. So this was really nostalgic for me because when I got the part, before telling anyone, I went to her and then I said to my grandmother, and my grandmother called her. She said, I'm just. And then my mom sent me a screenshot of tears rolling down her eyes, and then just called me after that. So yeah.
Did she ever get a chance to come on set to see you in action?
No, but hopefully she will get an opportunity, God willing, to get another season to tell this story.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Kelly, I hear you have a special connection with Soul Train. Can you tell us about your memories of Soul Train and Don Cornelius?
Yes, right, Tony, I can. Hey, shout out to Kevin Lyles, by the way. I love you. And I say that because it's necessary. There's a correlation here. If you followed my career, then you know that for many, many years I was a background singer, I was a songwriter, producer, I was in the studio working with a lot of artists. And there was not a record company president in town that didn't know who I was, and they loved my work, but they wouldn't sign me because of the way I looked. And there was no secret. They didn't make it a secret. The words that were used to describe me were too fat, too black, too loud. And so I'd settled in my head that that would never happen. So I settled into being a songwriter, a producer, a vocal producer, vocal coach for artists. And it happened that I would meet Ronald Isley one day because I had written him a song and I had to produce his vocals that day in the studio. He stopped the session. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm working. No, what are you doing? You need to be making records. And I said, no, I can't make records. People won't buy records. That's what they say. And changed drastically. I lost my baby sister. I wasn't expecting that. And it set me on a road to make drastic change in a lot of areas that I had delayed making certain changes in for a very long time. And 2015 would come and I would separate from like a 28-year relationship, a 24-year marriage that I'd been in. And I left California and moved back to Atlanta. Ironically, I moved to California, I'd been there for 8 years trying to act. That never happened while I was there. I got back to Atlanta and within 60 days of getting there, I got a call back for a recurring role on a television show. So that kind of set it off. I had this 5-year plan for myself, and last year around my birthday I looked at it and realized that I was falling behind. So I literally intentionally shut my life down, stopped taking as many singing gigs. I enrolled in a class, I got with a coach, and vigilantly started going after acting so I could catch up with my 5-year plan. And after about 4 or 5 months being in a class every single week, doing the work, doing research, researching production, and being with a coach on a regular basis, I'd been auditioning a whole lot during that time and got a call to do an audition for a woman named Brienne Clark, which I did, Robbie. And I, honest to God, didn't think I had the role. I knew that they were reading R&B singers with acting chops. And I just knew that I probably didn't have enough reel or enough history in something, because Brienne does not do a lot of singing. What you will see about her, and you got a piece of it in episode 1, that she has history as a singer, but there's something there that you'll come to discover that life has taken her voice from her and she has to figure out how to find it again, which I think a lot of us can relate to if we've ever been through anything. And yeah, so this was all about the acting. So when I got the call that day, I cried and cried and cried, and I had to get it together so I could say thank you because I was crying so hard. But that's pretty much the journey. It was writing the vision, but then it was seeing it through. We can ask God for things, but if we're not willing to just not say that we have faith, but realize that faith is not a noun but a verb, it's nothing without action, then don't expect a return.